Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
What's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ show. It's after the show podcast. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Hello. What's up, y'all? Here we go. Settle down into it. Take a deep breath. Let's make this happen. Talking about some of the old creepy photos from the regular show today. Sheila sent this photo. She said, I was cracking up when you guys are talking about people from like the early 1900s in photos and how they just all look soulless. I bought this one photo from an antique mall in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Oh, hell no. Is that even real?
That looks like they're going to kill you.
Oh, my gosh,
Is
right?
that a painting?
No, it's an actual photo. Old photo. She said, something about it was intriguing. I think it looks kind of eerie. Check out the back of the frame. Almost looks like an old baby pattern. The antique mall called them Carl and Betsy.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I couldn't bring it back with me on the plane, so my sister has it hanging in her spare room until I'm up there again. I told her to let me know if she hears any weird noises or anything goes bump in the night.
Could you imagine waking up and those two standing over your bed? I mean,
Carl and Betsy?
holy shit, that would be...
Right.
I don't think you're ever the same.
I feel like I could take Betsy, but Carl, I don't know.
Fuck that. Look at Betsy's eyes. She is more evil than he is. Oh, we got to post that, Kev. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's on KVJ TV. If you're watching this, you know it. If you're not, go to YouTube and you can check it out.
I get why she bought it. I also get why people are scared of it.
I mean, it looks like a mugshot almost. Yeah, you're right. It does look more like a painting than anything, but it's just so creepy and weird.
Maybe they're dead.
Well, they're definitely dead.
No, I mean, maybe they're dead in the picture. I know they're dead now. They'd be, what, 140?
Crazy. Yeah, fun little fact about Mount Airy, North Carolina, too. One time I was on a road trip and woke up in the middle of the night, and we had stopped at a gas station. Other guys were driving. I think we were heading down to maybe New Orleans, I think I was heading down to, from Ohio. And I go in to take a piss in the bathroom, and I go in, and this gas station is like full of like all this Andy Griffith memorabilia. And I'm like, what the hell? Like Barney Fife. And if you know that old show when I was a kid, there's this show called The Andy Griffith Show. It was on TBS all the time. My parents loved it.
We've already established you can't whistle.
You're right. I was feeling confident, and I should have just...
You're just blowing in a microphone.
Thank you, Kevin.
This is the theme for it, yeah. And he's like walking down a dirt road with Pa and going fishing and all that kind of stuff. And he had Barney Fife. And I was in there, I'm like, okay, why is this place so freaking weird, and why do they love Andy Griffith so much? And the guy that was driving, he's like, we're in Mount Airy. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, this is the town where they took it from, because Mayberry was the name of the town, and it was all a spoof on stuff that I guess Andy Griffith grew up in the area, kind of like me with my Logan stories.
Okay.
So the Andy Griffith Show was kind of a parody of all the weird, quirky people he grew up with in that small town. Mount Airy became Mayberry. And that's where it is. And so now they use it as like a big tourist kind of thing because, yeah, we're famous for being Mayberry, North Carolina. And so, yeah, that's kind of their little claim to fame.
Huh.
So, and obviously they have the creepiest photos ever in Mayberry, North Carolina.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. There you go. Fun little fact about Mount Airy. It's actually the real life Mayberry. Got an email here from Tanya. Said, yeah, I'd like to call out Wild 95.5 for giving me fraudulent Demi Lovato concert tickets this past Friday, the 30th.
Are you shitting me?
What?
That's what she said.
They gave out fraudulent tickets?
I'm like, how? I don't, you know, I've heard about this kind of stuff happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, is
but
this
not
something?
from a radio station.
Yeah, I'm curious how this happened because, you know, what they do is, you know, we would get the same ones. Like, I mean, you know, it's like the record company sends out to all the radio stations to promote, You know, so I mean, they're no different than we are. We get them from the same people, whatever the record company is.
We gave out Demi Lovato tickets too. It's just the tickets that we had were just like printed off a computer from Ticketmaster.
Yeah, so I don't know how it went down. I said, hey, let me know, because, I mean...
Maybe somebody jacked your tickets out of an email or something.
Yeah, or maybe could somebody, like, on the ends there pulled a fast one, and they, like,
made a photocopy.
And,
I mean, radio people aren't usually shady.
I mean, that's shady. If somebody's making photocopies and then...
Well, she drove from Port St. Lucie, and the show was at American Airlines Arena.
Oh.
So she got there, she said, I have no idea. I drove all the way from Port St. Lucie for the show, and I was told that I cannot enter because I had fraudulent tickets.
Well, did she go back to Wild and ask them what the hell was going on?
I think she's in the process of doing that.
I mean, it was just this weekend was the show, or last weekend. When was it? It
was
happened.
on Friday.
It was Friday night, yeah.
The only thing I could think of was somebody must have made a copy of my tickets from the station or right before I did, but I don't know. That's crazy because... I mean, if somebody did do that, I mean, they got to know that they'd be able to sniff that out pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a ballsy move. That's a dead man's game. There's no end game there.
Yeah, so let me know what happens because, I wonder if there's something with the record. And I've heard about that's kind of a thing. Like, I'm like, because I wouldn't want us to do the same thing here. And I mean, if there's something in the breakdown of where we get our tickets from the company to us and this and that, I want to make sure we don't have the same issue and give somebody some bunk tickets.
And I think if you have bunk tickets, it's just whoever shows up first. So if, like, say, I buy row 5, seat 6, and then you make a copy of my ticket, row 5, seat 6.
Yeah.
If you get there before me, you get
right.
row 5, seat 6,
yeah.
and I'm outside the venue with the ticket that I paid for, and
That's
can't
crazy,
get in.
Isn't it?
I've heard of that happening.
I have too, yeah, and I don't
That
fully
is
understand how it all
so
works.
Messed up.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, let us know how that shakes out because, I mean, that could happen to any radio station if it just takes one asshole,
Right.
Yep.
one creepy, mean person doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll make sure it doesn't happen to us. So that's crazy. So let me know what happens here.
And then when you got there to the venue, were you able to buy a ticket or was it sold out?
I don't know. Didn't say. I'll ask her.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not on the phone.
I was hoping maybe she said it in the email.
Yeah.
I ended
Did
up
not
getting a
say.
ticket, but
She's just waiting to hear back from them, find out what happened. So yeah, let me know what the deal is there. That's pretty crazy.
the tickets were not. The radio station tickets that we gave out weren't that expensive. They were like $30 tickets.
They weren't good tickets.
No, they were not good tickets.
They were nosebleed.
The ones that we gave out were like in the upper section, but it's free tickets.
Yeah, they pretty much are unless we are able to say, front row or whatever
Right.
they are. Yeah, no, that's pretty much what you get. Weird places you got it on. Jesse sent an email. Said, I'm not proud of this, but my ex and I did it in the handicapped porta potty at the Polo out in Wellington.
Really?
Porta potties are gross, but I will say the handicap one is less gross.
There's a handicap porta potty?
There is. So
Yeah.
it's flat with the ground. You can just roll your wheelchair right in, and it's bigger.
I don't know if I could do it in a porta potty. I mean, I'm sure I could.
Some of their, I gotta tell you though, everything out there that I've seen in Wellington, it stuns me. Just their porta potties are probably fantastic.
They have those Wellington.
The ones I see, yeah, I think the ones that are kind of like the high end, like I wonder if that's what it was you were at, because I haven't seen out there, and I'm not like an expert on polo, but the couple times I've been out there, I haven't seen like the junky ass porta potties they have at like a festival.
And Wellington poop's a little bit less grosser than everyone else's.
Yeah, or they just clean it up better.
Yeah.
If they have plumbing, I don't really even consider that a porta potty. Because some of them are like potty on wheels. It's like
Yeah,
a
they have
trailer.
that. Yeah, no, they're air conditioned.
They're air
and-
conditioned. That's nice.
And that's you're right. That's not a porta
That's
potty.
not a porta
We all
potty.
know what a porta potty is. It's pooped stew in that
It's
little
usually
room.
green.
Yeah, it's
And
terrible.
I haven't seen those out there. The ones I think if I saw anything, I think they had the white trailers that are nice.
Oh yeah, well of course Wellington's
Yeah.
got that. That's how they do out there.
They do. That's crazy.
Every time I'm on Wellington Trace, I get lost for about an hour and a half. What the shit's going on out
I
there?
hear you. I get spun around so bad every time I'm in Wellington. I always get lost.
I always end up at some fucking stable. I'm like, where the shit am I?
Yeah. No, it's tricky. It's crazy. And then out of nowhere, I was telling you, like when I was going out there a couple weeks ago for that one party, and it was like pitch black, and you can't see anything. You're like going, and you think that I'm like, I'm freaking lost. Like we are never getting out of here.
Yeah.
Like my phone can't even read wherever we are. I'm like going. going, that's just it. I'm going to die out here in Wellington.
I have had that Wellington. It makes you distraught. Wellington can make a man or a woman distraught.
It spins you around.
It does.
And I was so confused. And then I pull up and I look and I'm like, holy shit, Kim, we're on a runway. And I look and right across the street from where we are is a runway, an airport runway. It's fully lit and everything. And I'm like, I look and I'm like, that's somebody's backyard. Somebody has a runway, an airport runway in their backyard.
That's fancy.
I'm like, who the hell has that? That's crazy.
They poop better in Wellington. They got better backyards in Wellington.
I guess you just fly right into their backyard and they're, boom, here we are.
I mean, talk about awesome.
Yeah.
That's almost too awesome. You know
Is
what
it?
Yeah, it is.
I
A
don't know.
plane in your backyard. That's next level.
No, it is.
shit, man.
It's stunning. I mean, honestly, when you look at Bill Gates is out there. And who else was out there? I remember one time, somebody's going, yeah, in one row out there, it was at the horse jumping. I think Bill Gates was out there.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones used to be out there a good bit.
The
I think it
boss.
was Warren Buffett was out there.
Springsteen.
Yeah, his daughter's kind of a big old figure out there. And then I think it was the CEO of Coca-Cola was out there, in one row. And they're like,
wow.
I mean, yeah, just the money that was there. It's insane.
Jerking off on all their money. Just, this is great. Money.
Yeah, it's a different world.
But when
I put it up against any part of South Florida. I mean, where you talk about big ballers and I got money and all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's any. When Wellington is in season and they got their deal going on at one of them horsey
It's
events.
horse balls, but it's balling.
It is. I think it crushes everything in South Florida. I think that's where the most money is.
you have a plane in your backyard, your perspective changes. You're not normal anymore.
Well, there was one guy that I met at the party I went to. It was you kind of hate going out there. It's going, what do you do? I'm like, I do radio. And he's like, what do you do? And he's like, I sell private jets. It's like, I'm like, oh, God.
It's like Iron Man shit that they're doing out there.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine the commission on selling a freaking private jet?
Oh.
What the hell?
That's insane. Yeah, I can't even wrap my brain around that.
I was like, I mean, you think about selling a Bentley or something like that. It's like a $500,000, but a jet is, I don't even know. Where do you even start on it? How much is a jet?
It's got to be a couple mil, right?
I would think. I have no clue. I mean, that's
I don't
out of
either.
the realm of, I have no clue.
There's no need for me to ever even wonder how much a jet costs.
Can you clean
Yeah.
up pretty well if you are a car salesman? Can you make a lot of money doing that?
Oh, yeah, it depends on where you are. I mean, at Bremen, when I go in there, because I look, they have a section that is Bentleys and Rolls Royce, and I just look at some of the Bentleys, so I'm like, I can't even believe somebody would drive this. Some of those cars start at $530,000.
So I wonder how many cars per month, the average sale, car salesman, how many cars do you have to sell per month to where you go to bed at night going, okay, I met my quota. Is it 2? Is it more than that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their
Every
expectations
place is going to
are.
be
Yeah.
different.
True.
Yeah, because it's going to be your volume's going to be less. I ran into a guy that I know. It's a car salesman this week. He works at an Acura, and he was like, yeah, I sold 26 this last month. So I guess that's a big number. But I would imagine Bentleys, you're not even coming close to clearing that, and you probably don't have to.
You probably sell 3 a year.
Well, the stories, I mean, I'm so fascinated by the stories of the big ballers around here. They were telling me, the one guy that does sell the Bentleys, he's like, we have this Russian dude, I think he's a billionaire. He's like an oil magnate or whatever do you call them, tycoons. And he comes in, he's like this old guy, but he comes in with these they're twin models.
Of course he does.
And he
rolls in like ZZ Top.
He bought each one a Bentley. He
Wow.
spent each one of them. They each got a $600,000 car. He spent $1.2 million. And when I dealt with him in one day, he just walked in and they're like, "I want these one," and they're like, "Cool," and he just signed it and boom, they drove off.
One for each ball.
$1.2 million. You drop like that. They're like going, and he comes in here all the time with different chicks.
Really?
Yeah,
He buys them all a Bentley?
all the time.
Well, that's how
You bang this cat, you get a Bentley.
That's how you get laid when you're in your 80s or however old
He's
he is.
got it. Yeah, I'm just like. Right, so that, I don't know. I mean, but the commission, I don't know what commission go for. I mean, what do you get, 8, 10%? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
If you were, okay, let's say you were 25 years old, could you have banged a guy that was in his 90s if it was going to lead to a good life? Could you physically get there? We're talking gross balls, wrinkled dick.
No, I think that I have to be into the person. And yes, I would like a Bentley, but If I did something like that, it would have to be just a one-time thing. I would have to be drunk
90? Is that too old?
or on pills or something.
Could you not? Is 90 too old? Is that
Yes.
80?
Yes.
70?
Yes.
Where's the line at?
60.
60.
I think you can still make 60 work.
Okay.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, that place is called Aero Club in Wellington. And yes, they can take off and land from their home.
Wow.
It's just crazy because, I mean, it's pitch black everywhere. You can't see anything. All of a sudden you're going, wait, is that a fucking runway? I'm like, where are we?
Am I on a runway? Is this safe?
It's so confusing. And the same thing with that club, whatever that party was that we went to. It was just like, it's pitch black. And I'm like, we have to be lost. And all of a sudden, poof, this like immaculate looking like club like you would see in Beverly Hills or something like that. It's just like, poof, like right there. I'm like, where is this place?
I wonder if they got them weird sex parties out there in Wellington.
Probably. I don't even know. It's so fascinating. 'Cause I'm just like, man, what they do out here.
Whenever you have a lot of money like that,
Yeah.
you're going to have some deviants.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You're making love to this goat masked person. You're like, I'll never see their face, but hey, we're in Wellington. We're rich.
It's a horse mask in Wellington.
Hey, I think at this kind of party, there's going to be horse masks. I think there's going to be goat masks. I think there's going to be some.
It was
fucking
crazy.
Chimp masks.
Yeah.
Chimp.
It's I told you the level, like, people were so fucked up when I got there. It was crazy.
Everybody was hammered.
Hammered.
Well, you got there late.
I got there at like 11.
Did it have the feel of an orgy?
No, I wasn't anything like that. I just felt like a rich-ass party with really hammered people. That was fascinating. Yeah, and just, hearing what everybody wants to talk about what they do. There's this one guy, he is from Michigan, and he just has some properties, like a landlord, and he's got a place where they cultivate the legal weed. They do that stuff. I guess he got in on it, like the medical marijuana stuff, and so he just rents out to a place, and they're making so much money, he gets $300,000 a month from
Wow.
them. That's the rent he makes.
Wow.
That's just one of his properties. I'm like, that's crazy.
Could you imagine?
No.
That's next level.
I can't imagine. I'm just like, yeah. So it's like, it's fascinating to be like going, yeah, how do you accumulate that much money in that amount of time? And I'm like, I guess that's how.
Not doing radio.
Gosh, wow, right? Just like, dang, nuts. Let me see. So, yeah, she was out there banging in one of the, which honestly now, that seems like a classy ass thing. Yeah, I'm in a Porta Potty in Wellington. It's like,
Now it's not that. Yeah.
No, yeah.
The porta potty was dirty. It was raw.
yeah, we paid the pretty penny for the classy ass brunch on my birthday weekend and snuck away to get it on. Yeah, if you've never been out there, it's, it costs a little chunk. It's like $120 or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
If you ever want to do it, just once to just watch it because it's like, it's fascinating. If
Well,
you have a
people
birthday or
watching.
something. Yeah.
It is really interesting.
It is, yeah. Just be like, whoa, like, because you never even know what goes on because they're so quiet and private out there. In Wellington, they try to keep them themselves. They don't. Yeah.
Orgies.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when like one of the townies sneaks in, which I do, zip right through their security, get right in. It's like they can smell townie blood.
Townie.
Townie. That's right, what they call us. We have a townie in here. Yeah, he said when we walk out together, we definitely got the stank eye, but I must admit it was totally worth it. Oh, the townie's getting it on in the porta potty. We had so much fun. It was a total shit show. Yeah, it is. And I'm telling you, they get so rip-roaring hammered at these events. It's amazing.
It's fun.
I don't know how any of them have any livers.
I don't know how you go to work on Monday.
I
mean,
don't
they tear it
Yeah,
up.
I think it's different though because I don't think they do. I mean, for the
Yeah.
polo crowd, like I think like they're up and they just tend to their rich horses and their rich barns.
How are they all not pregnant? Because there's going to be some Wellington fucking going on for sure.
Well, there was here in the porta potties.
I think that's what happens. I think they all get hammered and then they all do the hibbity dibbity.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. They really could do some kind of like reality show with that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff it'd be fat, and it'd be locked in. Be fascinated. Also, I was so into your convo about the peanut butter M&Ms. They're amazing. One of my faves. I love to store them in the fridge. Ugh, amazing. I'm high and coming off happy hour, so I'm jonesing for some M&Ms.
Oh man, they're so good. I fucked some up all weekend long. All weekend long, that was a major theme of my weekend.
It was.
Oh yes.
Eating candy, is that your theme?
Eating those M&Ms, those peanut M&Ms.
Okay.
Peanut
I got
butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yes.
I'm not a fan of the regular M&Ms or the peanut M&Ms, but those peanut butter ones,
Oh yeah.
they are where it is at.
She ain't lying.
Okay. Got this email on interesting bathrooms. I don't know if you guys can figure out where this is. You got one that says sit 2P. You got another one that says stand 2P. Obviously, that would be the guys.
That's cute. Looks
Any
rustic.
idea where? Yeah.
Is
Look at the hints.
Oh, that's gonna be Twin Peaks.
Virginia got it.
Damn it! I almost said it.
Nope, you
Nope,
lost.
You lose.
I lost.
Yep.
Now you have to go get us a drink.
What do you want? What do you want?
No, I'm good. I got lemonade. I brought the whole jug.
Oh, that Simply Lemonade's pretty good.
Is there something floating in there?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's bits of lemonade. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The same thing. I thought there were like little floaty things in there. It's just the lemonade pulp.
I love pulp.
Pulp. This looks cool. The photo got kind of cut off, but got this email from Andrew in Lauderdale. He said, Happy Easter to the Smugs Bunny. Wanted to let you know that I went down to Key West to celebrate my 40th last week, and I stopped in Isla Morada on my way back at the Florida Keys Brewing Company. The place is awesome.
Nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed it there. The people were so nice, and I spent some time on their back porch at a rocking chair with a cold brew to get in sync with my growing elderly tendencies. It was so peaceful. Yeah, it really cut off. You only get a quarter of the photo. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, it was like very plush, like a garden, like sitting on a back porch kind of thing, and just like with a delicious cold beer.
I like you that.
Hope you try it next time if you haven't been there already. Love you what you guys do. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I'd love to go check it out. It's one of the places I want to go. I went to Prosperity Brewing on Saturday.
Where's
Check
that
out.
at?
That's the new one in Boca. Yeah, check that out. It was kind of cool.
You went all the way to Boca? Were you down there for something else?
We wound up going to Barrel of Monks, had their 3rd anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah, so we popped over there, hung out with Jared a little bit, and he's got, man, he's like majorly in there. Jared, one of our listeners, and they're cool, like a whole family vibe thing. So he was slapping me. They had like a little VIP thing. So he was, hey, try this one. So yeah, it's like he was sneaking me some
VIP Kev.
Yeah, Kev wasn't into VIP, but Kev was, getting a little bit of taste here and there. They had an amazing sour that was there, but I'm trying to find out how to get more. Yeah, it was maybe the best I've ever had, Virginia.
Remember that cherry sour we had at the Summer Beer Fest?
It was kind of like that.
Oh, I love it.
Fantastic. It was so good. Got this email from Brittany. She said, I'm always so intrigued when sex topics get brought up on the show, especially because you're all on different ends of the spectrum and into different things. It would be awesome if you designated one day a week or a month, even made a podcast specifically on anything to do with sex.
Let's get into it. What do you want to know?
Apparently about everything. Swingers, scandals, taboo places to do it. So there you go. She's baffled on all of our love lives, too.
We can get sexy.
Who's the bird been doing it with?
Bird's doing it with himself these days.
And the mannequin.
I'm not giving in on that. I have not fucked my mannequin. Although people on Twitter and on my phone seem to think different.
I'm glad it's catching on.
I swear to you on everything, I have not.
Hashtag mannequin fucker.
That, without a doubt, is already a hashtag. There's no way mannequin fucker's not bad.
I need it.
I got this email from Engineer Keith. Got the birthday shout out today. I was teasing this earlier. He said some science highlights for 2018. Some interesting little factoids here of what's going on in the world of science.
Yeah, give it to us.
Remember we talked about SpaceX? They launched up that big old heavy rocket out of Cape Canaveral not too long ago, and they had that Tesla Roadster in there. There was also a second payload hidden inside the car. It was a small ark designed to last for millions, if not billions of years in the extreme environments of space. It's now making its way across our solar system, carrying with it a library's worth of information about humanity on planet Earth.
That's cool.
So if it ever got found by alien life, they'd be able to find out all about us and our weaknesses to come and dominate our planet.
Kill us and
Yes.
cook us like chicken.
I think they already know our weaknesses.
Also said the largest underwater cave system exists below Mexico, spanning an incredible 347 kilometers, which is 216 miles, and it's filled with hidden Maya treasures.
Really?
How cool is that?
Very cool.
Oh, my gosh. Take a little submarine down there.
Can you go down there? How deep is it?
I don't know. That's a great question. I'd like to find out more about that. Hopefully somebody will go in there and do some kind of special.
Yeah.
Be interesting to find out the Maya cave and the
Get
treasures.
that little submarine from Titanic and go down there.
Yeah.
There is treasure all up and down where we live, too. There's still some more there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. They know for a fact there is.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by all that kind of stuff. And I wonder if there's like any kind of like curse or anything like that going on with it.
I love to snorkel and just look on the ocean bottom. Just one day I'll find something. It's my favorite thing to do in super shallow water. Just like float on the surface and have like the ground be, I don't know, a foot or less from your face. And just look at everything.
I found a Jawa as a kid in the water, and that's a Star Wars figure. Couldn't believe it. And then I almost died that day in the undertow, and a man saved me.
Really?
All in the same fucking hour, Virginia. Look at that shit.
You've lived.
I lived, baby.
Let me see. Also said there's a weird anomaly underneath Africa that's dramatically weakening Earth's magnetic field.
Uh-oh.
The effect is so pronounced it's now hazardous for Earth satellites to enter it. The magnetic field is so weak in the area it can't guarantee protection for electronics from damaging space radiation. More worryingly is this could be an early sign that Earth's magnetic poles are getting set to flip. And if that happens, we don't want to talk about the devastation. It's pretty much lights out.
Yes, but if that did happen, would we even know what happened? Or would we just die? Would it be a quick death?
That's a great question.
Or if, the sun burned out, or if one of those meteorites came, would we even know what hit us, or would we just die?
If there's no gravity, like, how would that shake down?
I think, wouldn't we explode?
Would we all just start rising
Well,
with all of our stuff?
What it says here, it says, from animal migrations to human communications, a reversal of the Earth's magnetic poles could seriously mess with life as we know it. Many factoids of our life depends on Earth's magnetic field, anchored by the north and south poles. And they go on to say that we take it for granted, but right under our feet, incredibly complex and volatile forces are at work.
Of course, we take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
We take everything for granted. It's the human way.
It is the human way. I'm glad you brought that up.
We just assume that gravity's always going to hashtag be cool.
Oh, we wake up. Oh, fuck the sun. It'll be there. Dude, we're not gonna.
What?
And he trailed off.
We're gonna what?
He freaked himself out. He freaked himself out with what he was saying.
The sun could burn out. That'd be terrible. That'd be horrifying.
Yeah. So apparently be bad things if it went down. Definitely like our communication systems would be all out of whack and all that kind of stuff at the very least. And he said it could be the end of life as we know it.
Yeah, what's the one thing that would take out the entire planet? Because if a meteor came and knocked, into the water on land, it's gonna eventually would be okay, right? Eventually, kind of like it's done in the past. But
Yeah, like if a meteor hits like Tennessee, are we gonna be cool?
I don't know if
in
we are.
Florida?
It depends on how big the meteorite is. But what I'm saying is, what is something that could absolutely just destroy the whole planet where there's nothing? It just becomes barren.
I don't know. Great question.
Zombie apocalypse?
No, because if it was a zombie apocalypse, there'd still be something going on. Zombies wouldn't fuck up the ocean. I'm saying something that would cause complete devastation and knock everything out.
This gravitational pull flip.
I think you're right. I think
Sounds-
something like that would.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
They say it's a dynamic system inside the outer core. They say that it's actually happened already several times in the history of Earth. Most recently, 780,000 years ago. So there are people saying that this is overdue.
All right. Okay. Can we talk about cheese?
What happens when it happens?
I think at the very least what we're talking about is it would really, like it said, animal migrations would change patterns because they're very in tune. They have like a sixth sense for it. And it could mess with everything we have, our electrical system, communications systems, and all that kind of stuff.
But we're not going to start floating into the Earth's atmosphere.
No, I don't think that's the case. No.
Then
doesn't sound like it.
What's the one where our eyes start bleeding, blood? It's just coming out of every hole. We are just
Menstruation?
no, we are just. It's basically
solar flare.
Is that what the
we're
solar?
talking about?
Is that the one that makes us just fucking like
The
melt?
radiation, yeah, you'd be like
cook.
a radiation storm.
It cooks us till we explode, Virginia.
Like you've been in the microwave for a week.
we're hot dogs, and our eyeballs.
Yeah. So they say they don't know if there is a flip that is underway or what it means, but yes, that little patch is, they say, a possible sign that it could be happening.
Speaking of solar flares, have we actually had them here on Earth? Or
Yes.
And have we had them in recent times, or is this something that it can happen? And if it happens like in the water or something, we're cool. But if it happens, to
Happens
you,
what, like a solar flare? You're saying?
yeah, solar flare.
Well, it would cover the entire Earth.
It would.
Yeah,
Holy
because it comes from the
shit.
sun. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it would only take part of the Earth.
Yeah, no, I think it would rain down over the entire Earth. It would come. But
So,
and we
like-
have them, and every now and then our communications are disrupted because of it. And they'll say, oh, it was a solar flare that did that.
That's what I'm asking. Some
Yeah.
solar flares are benign.
Is it like fire rain?
Yeah, it's kind of like it sends out a pulse, and it kind of like comes through the atmosphere, and then, it's how it waves over Earth. And so luckily a lot of them we can tolerate, we can handle, and they'll give you a warning. But, there's some, in fact, there was that Nicolas Cage movie was kind of about that whole thing where, yeah, we got one, and the Earth was just drenched in a planet killer. That's what that one was about.
It's stressing Jay Bird out.
It should stress all of you fuckers out because
If it happens, it happens. What are you
solar
going to do,
flare-
man?
No, you're right. But do you remember that one show they had on I think Discovery about 8 or 9 years ago?
Yeah, I do. It was
like
horrifying.
13
Had
ways.
that Neil deGrasse Tyson on there.
Yes.
And yeah, he was the one that was talking about that. Yeah, just saying it was like 13 ways Earth could end like tomorrow.
But they were the most catastrophic ways possible. That would just be torturous for the
And
human.
there wouldn't be a warning. Like there'd be nothing to it. Like it's just how could planet Earth end tomorrow? Like 13 different ways.
We're doing a show, and all of a sudden, Kevin's left eye just fucking pops out of his head and then burns.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to
Could
rock
happen.
me.
Oh yeah, that series kept me up a few nights.
Other things that Engineer Keith let us know in this, he said there's now very strong evidence that alcohol can directly damage DNA and crucial stem cells, which could explain the link between drinking and increased cancer risk. Also, ancient humans were super promiscuous. Not only did they have lots of sex with Neanderthals, new research has shown that they also bred with a mysterious human-like species called the Denisovans. The evidence remains in our gene pool to this day.
Well, of course. Think about the first time you learned how to masturbate. You couldn't believe. Oh my gosh, I can't stop this.
I haven't even heard about this mysterious human-like species. I've heard of the Neanderthals, but never had heard about the Denisovans.
Creepy.
Interesting. Also, naked mole rats have yet another superpower. In addition to being immune to cancer, they also do not age. If you're a naked mole rat, your chances of dying don't increase as you get older. As you might imagine, scientists are eagerly investigating further.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I think they live like in complete darkness, I believe.
Sounds
I
like
don't
a-
even think they have eyes.
Sounds like a great life.
Yeah.
Of course, that's the one that gets to live forever.
They say a small pebble discovered in southwest Egypt is not only extraterrestrial in origin, it doesn't appear to come from our solar system at all.
Wait, could you repeat that?
A small pebble discovered in southwest Egypt is not only extraterrestrial in origin, it doesn't appear to come from our solar system at all. Known as the Hypatia stone, it contains micromineral compounds not known to occur anywhere on Earth, not found in any other meteorites, and not known to occur anywhere in the solar system.
We have a few things that we've found that nobody understands what it is, where it came from. We don't have any of that stuff here on Earth.
The aliens are throwing rocks at us?
Yes, they are.
There's even
pebbles.
There's even a piping system, I believe, in China somewhere where they just don't understand how it got there, how they could even do the technology or the structure, and part of it is part of that material that he's talking about.
Unexplained, Virginia.
Creepy.
For the next Weird and Whatever podcast.
Shit, I'll just rip this audio and play it.
Show done.
Speaking of Egypt, a scientist thinks that he's figured out the secret to the pyramids' uncannily perfect alignment. By simply using shadows that fall on the autumnal equinox, the researchers showed that ancient Egyptians would have been able to align the pyramids almost perfectly along the cardinal points north, south, east, west.
How they build them, though.
That's pretty cool. And one other thing, experiments have shown the effects of a fourth spatial dimension.
Oh yeah, I think
Another dimension there.
I think that's starting to come. I think
Yes.
you're going to start hearing a lot of people talk about that in future years, Virginia.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
Good email.
Engineer Keith, baby. Bringing it today.
Is he local?
I have no idea.
I got some shit I'd love for him to fix. I'll pay a great money. because he sounds like he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
You think he's a fix-it guy?
Well, engineer. I have a computer issue.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Engineers are good with computers.
Okay.
Denny's can't even fix it.
I want him to come over and hang some pictures.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I would never.
Engineer Keith, I got this bad sink.
Yeah, can you help me fix my dishwasher? No,
I got a loose step.
no.
Can you come over?
Our computer
A
issues.
squeaky loose step.
This guy's like a PhD. And
Jay Bird's insulting him.
my ice machine won't make ice.
That's not what I meant, engineer. I've insulted a lot of people.
I'm gonna
today.
pay you. I'm gonna pay you handsomely. $10 an hour, Engineer Keith. 10 big ones.
But you got to finish in 30 minutes.
Yeah, my fence is broke.
Tight budget.
Tight budget. Come on, Engineer Keith, time's ticking.
If he's good as it sounds like he is, I think he could probably unlock some mysteries that's going on with some modems of ours.
Emodems?
Oh, yes.
What's an emodem?
No, modems.
Emodium?
No, fuck everybody.
I'm just trying to hear what you're saying. I didn't know what an emodem was.
Never mind.
How do you know you've broken Jay Bird's spirit? He yells, "Fuck everybody."
You don't hear too many people saying that to their audience.
And show over. Good night, everybody.
He's done.
I'm out. I'm out. I appreciate those very smart emails.
Very smart. It brings
well
out the
received, yeah.
It brings out the dumb in us.
Mail at kvjshow.com. All right, you guys enjoy your Monday. We'll talk to you later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.